Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how I straighten my hair. I did one of these videos a long time ago when I still had really short hair, and so I figured it was time to do another one. And all I've done right now is shampooed and conditioned my hair today in the shower, and I try to do that every 2 to 3 days so that it's, dirty enough to need cleaning and that my hair also gets the oil and everything else that it needs. And so in the shower I just use these two. These are the Dove Therapy Daily Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner, so nothing too special. And I'm terrible for not repurchasing the same shampoos and conditioners all the time. I just use whatever is in the shower that day. So that's all I've done, and I went ahead and did my makeup so that my hair had a chance to kind of dry some more. And I have really thick hair, and as you can see, it's not straight and it's not curly. It's just kind of in between of being wavy. And so there we are. The first thing I'm going to do before I blow dry it, and I'm not going to show you guys or make you sit through, I guess, me blow drying my hair, because the only thing special that I do is I have baby hair right here that I have to blow dry specifically down, or it will stand up, and no matter what I do to it afterwards, it won't go back down. So I'm going to be putting some leave-in conditioner. This is the Aussie Hair Insurance leave-in conditioner, and I'm just going to spray that kind of towards the end. I like to use this especially when I'm using heat on my hair, because I just feel like it kind of not prevents damage but helps, I don't know, give back to it. And so after I get that kind of work through my hair, I'm going to be taking this detangling comb. I got this from Sally's and it came in a 2-pack. It had this one and then basically the same one, but it just had a handle on it, and it is from a Wet Look. And so I'm just going to start at the very bottom of my hair and work my way up. I had been using a comb that was pretty similar to this one, but the teeth weren't as far apart, and it was pulling out so much hair. And I think I've told you guys before that I don't know what's going on lately, but I'm just losing a lot of hair, and so I can't have that. And so surprisingly, this was not as tangly as it usually is. And as you can see, my bangs like to get dry first. Start at the bottom, and if you hit a tangle when you're combing your hair like this, you don't need to yank and pull. You need to pull your comb back out and start back over at the bottom and work your way back up to that tangle, because if you pull it, you're probably going to pull hair out of your head even if you don't feel it. And so as you can see, my fingers right here, that it's kind of catching, so I just like to work from the bottom until I get up there. I think I have another video too that kind of explains the products that I use on my hair and everything like that, and so I will link that down below if you have any more questions, or if you have questions that aren't answered by this video or that video, just ask me below and I will answer them. And after I have my hair all combed out, I'm going to be taking the Tresemme Thermal Creations Heat Protectant. I have this one and the Chi one, but I use this one kind of more daily. And so the reason I start so far up is because I do have layers, and I like to hit basically the ends of my hair with it. Wherever the dead ends, I guess, are, I like to hit there. So I start down here and hit some, and kind of just work my way up. And then I'm not going to be combing my hair again. I just work that through with my fingers. Okay, and so now I'm going to be blow drying, and like I said, I don't do anything really specific except for my baby hair, so I'm going to do that and I will be right back. Okay, so here I am, and I just dried my hair. The thing that I also forgot to mention before I blow dried my hair is a few things actually. I plugged my straightener on in so that it can be heating up. The hairdryer that I'm using is the Supermax by Conair, so it's like really old and ancient and everything. And the only thing I don't like about this is it only has a high and low setting. It doesn't have a heat setting. So when you're doing anything like this with heat in your hair, you want to start with the lowest setting of heat and then work your way up to whatever you need, instead of just setting it at the highest thing and maybe you don't need it. Because if you have really fine hair and you have a straightener that, goes up to 350 degrees, who knows what you're doing to your hair if you don't need that temperature. If you do, it's different. So anyways, what else was it? Oh, and if you have thicker hair, a tip that I have, or even if you don't have thicker hair, is if you blow dry your hair starting at the scalp, your hair's going to dry a lot quicker, because here I am, I've got fully dry hair, and that took not even 10 minutes because I let it air dry for a little while, and then I started at the scalp. So that is just a little tip that I have. So the straightener that I have is the Remington one. It just looks like this, and it's already on and heated and everything. And I think its temperature settings are just thick and fine right here. So I try to start lower and then work up, like I said, to anything else that I'll need, because I don't even know what temperature it's actually on. And so that will stay. I'm going to be taking a clip here and taking most of my hair and clipping it up. This clip will even hold all my hair. I don't think it will. Let's see. I'll just do a really cute little bun for you guys. I'm so sorry if my mannequin head in the background is creepy. I think every night I should move it, and then I don't. Okay, so I have a few more tips for you guys. Something that it has taken me a long time to break my habit of doing is, usually when I straighten my hair, I'll start with my straightener, put my hair through my brush, and then follow it with my straightener. You especially don't need to do that if you're using a comb, because one of these types of combs, because it can melt your comb, and then obviously that stuff's going to get in your hair or whatever. And if you have natural hair, then it's going to leave parts behind. So that's just something that I learned in school. So here I have sectioned it into 2 sections, obviously. And what you want to do is start with whatever kind of strand that you want to start with, whatever thickness. And the trick here is the slower you go, the less times you're going to need to go back over your hair, because it's going to get most of that straight the first time. And because the way that I blow dried it, it kind of got my roots pretty straight, so I don't get too close. So there you go, and I don't need to go over that hair anymore, because you go slow and it's going to really, really help you out. It seems kind of counterproductive to me, or it did, but if you're someone who goes over your hair a million times, then you will really appreciate this. So just go really, really slow. And there you go. And usually I'll take just a little bit bigger sections than this, because the plates on this straightener are pretty big, as you can see. And so on here I'm just going to take a little bit bigger section. Actually too big of a section, really. I don't know if you guys can see my picture frame up in the corner, but I've been thinking about doing a kind of like what I've done to my room lately tour. So if you're interested in seeing that, let me know. Something else that's important, I have this little curly here. Don't start and stop, because if you stop the movement of the straightener, you want to go slow, but not slow enough to stop it, because that's going to start burning your hair. And again, I have to say this, if you see steam coming up from your hair and you've put some products in it, don't be alarmed right away, because usually that is just the product and not your hair burning. And if you have ever smelt burnt hair, you'll know if your hair is burning, because you will smell that. Okay. And so really, you're not supposed to brush it afterwards, but I'm going to. I'm sorry. Okay, and so I should have worn a lighter shirt so that you guys can see, because my hair is so dark. So there you pretty much have how I straighten my hair, and then I'm just going to do the rest of my head, and then I'll come back and show you guys my bangs and like my top layer and everything. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so for the last little part of this, I only have these 2 little sections to go. This side usually turns out to be a lot more, I guess, flat. I hate to use that word, but than my other one, because the other side just gets poofy and volumized and all of that. And so same technique, to go pretty slow. I have to be aware not only of my baby hair, but I don't know if I'm the only person, but I have a really bad cowlick, and if I don't style it the right way, it will literally hurt my head. So And when you get to this point, you can decide if you want to curl your ends out or in, or just leave them straight like mine are. And like I have a little bit of bangs right here, and so I could go out and just kind of have it away from my face or whatever you want to do there. And so over here, because I have so many layers, I'm just going to take smaller sections and look at that cowlick. Look at that. Crazy. Slowly but surely we're almost done. I've been using self-tanner, so if you guys notice in my upcoming videos that I'm looking a little crazy, that's probably the cause. Or just because I'm crazy. Could be it too. And so now, getting into my little bangs. If you want more volume when you're using your straightener or less volume, it really depends on how you hold your hair when you straighten it. And so for me, when I get to right here, I kind of like to have a little bit more volume. So what I'm saying is I'll get like this strand and I'll straighten it straight up instead of pointing my straightener and the hair strand down. Gabby, stop chewing. I don't know why she does that. She's so defiant. She'll chew on blankets. It's the weirdest thing to me. So I've got about 2 more sections right here, and then I have to fix my cowlick. Look at her. Gabby, quit. And again, once you get to bangs, if you have bangs, you can decide if you want them to be pointing out or what. I usually like to get a little group of them right here and just straighten it the other way. And you do that the same way like you're going to curl, you just don't go all the way. And if you guys have not seen my video on how to curl with a straightener, I'll link that down below too. So now I'm just going to get this little section of my cowlick. Gabby, you're about to get in big trouble, little girl. And I just straighten it all together, and I just go over the roots. I don't go all the way down the hair strand because I've already straightened that. And so now it's going to fall out and stay flatter to my head.